everyone, this is Allison Gross, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon of Doom. I was talking about, well, first of all, Retromit, which is not his real name, but we're going to call him that, because his name is way too fucking long. I'm just starting out on level 1. And I could have sworn the exit was over here, damn it. I was talking about issues with the government and budget and stuff. So I was talking about how at my job, they say that they're having us work part-time because they need to accommodate enrollment fluctuations. But like I said, enrollment is not going to fluctuate by as much as 40% of your department, so that's kind of bullshit. And we're carrying several rigs, so we need to find and identify scroll kind of badly. That wasn't what I wanted to do, damn it. No. So that they pay us at a much lower rate than full-time faculty, and they use it as an excuse to not give us health insurance. Oh yeah, and not to give us vacation days either. Because since there's no way for us to accrue vacation days because they can't guarantee us to, what armor do I have? Oh, I only have chain armor, that's bad. Because they can't guarantee that we're going to be working for them in the future or something. So yeah, we get or at least, it doesn't matter anymore because I teach online, but when I worked in the classroom, I got fucking 1 day off a semester. So, this one semester, I used my one vacation day to go back home to go to my high school reunion, which is thank God I did. Because otherwise, so the week after I did that, the next week, my mother died, which is why I'm saying thank God I did that, because I got to see her one last time. I mean, she wasn't really conscious or cognizant most of the time I was there, but still. And this is the thing. I went to my high school reunion because I hated high school. I hated everybody at my high school. I've only recently been coming, to terms with, or not coming to terms with, but, sort of working through a lot of the issues from high school. So, my thing was, when I went to my high school reunion, it was a total, vanity thing. I went and wore, this crazy outfit, and I went and had my makeup professionally done, and I got these, because I didn't think to transport shoes with me, but I got shoes that, the other people there said hurt just to look at them. And everybody else was, totally dressed casually as if we were at a fucking bowling alley. But I don't really care, because I look like $1 million, and I'm you guys are all the losers who, did shit to me in the past. And that's basically why I went to my high school reunion. And in some ways, I'm grateful now for all of those people making me so miserable during high school, because if they hadn't, I wouldn't have wanted to go back to the reunion despite them, and then I wouldn't have gotten to see my mother one last time because I, due to my job being, shitty like that, or it was shitty like that back then, like I said, it's gotten better now, I wouldn't have, I traveled very rarely because it was really hard to. But so then, oh, good. So here's the thing. I had already used my one vacation day that I was allotted during the semester. And then, so then the week after that, we had the funeral and we had to move it. It was originally going to be on a Saturday. We had to move it to a Sunday because there was a home football game in town, and my town is or the town I grew up in is oh, hey, I need to drink some potions. Is like a fucking Big Ten party school, blah, and you do not. Oh, hey, what does that gold ring do? Is a resist cold ring. Do I have any more identify scrolls? Yes, I do. Ruby ring, what does it do? It is a slowness ring. I do not want that. Oh, and I am out of identify scrolls. Well, I can always drop the slowness ring. So we had to move it, so it was on Sunday afternoon. And I had to teach first thing Monday morning. So essentially, I went to my mother's funeral, and then as soon as it was over, got in the car and drove back. Would you stop doing that? Oh my god. You. Alright, fine, I will read these fucking scrolls. What do they do? I feel protected, that's nice. And I feel intelligent, that's even nicer, though what I would really like is an identify scroll. Because, that would be awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna drop some shit. I'm gonna drop the chain armor. And the slowness ring. Because I don't need those. Oh, it's an identify scroll. Yeah, what does the diamond ring do? It's a monster ring. No. Oh, hey, what are you? Oh, it's another resist cold ring. Well, that can't be bad. You know what? Let me just put one of those on, just to... We're probably not going to encounter any coal-based enemies for a while, but... I don't want a situation where one shows up and I, panic and forget to put on one of my 2 resist cold rings. So anyway, So they had this healthcare initiative that they passed, which is supposed to make life better for part-time workers, except what it did is cause employers to cut all of their hours for their part-time workers to make sure they didn't qualify for healthcare. And that almost happened to me. They worked out this thing where a finite number of people were allowed to exceed the cap and qualify for healthcare, but I have to do other annoying crap like going to faculty meetings now. Which, the faculty meetings themselves are not really that much of a problem. Like, there's some sort of interesting stuff that goes on there. And I can always write during the meetings, haha. But, the reason it's an issue for me is that, like, hey, I'm an online instructor, and I live, like, 2 hours away from the campus where the meetings are held, so, like, when I have to go out to a faculty meeting, it's kind of a pain. But, hey dudes, this is bad. So we're gonna lightning wand you. That was kind of problematic in some ways. Okay, but a nice wand. So, yeah, people in America not happy about this healthcare initiative thing. I mean, I suppose some people are happy about it, but, like, the people who are not part-time workers are not happy because it's like they're going to have to pay more stuff to get healthcare for part-time workers, or at least apparently. And part-time workers are not happy because they're getting their hours cut so that, like, they don't get health insurance. So it ends up that they're, like, worse off than before because they still don't have health insurance, but they have fewer hours. Oh, hi, dude. You're kind of tough, I recall. Let's just use a nice wand. Alright, let's keep using wands. Oh, hey dude, no. So anyway, the thing was that there's some bill that came up, that comes up periodically, that's like, are we going to continue to fund the government or not? I'm not sure exactly why they have to vote on that, but apparently they do. So then, the Republican Party, which has control of the House currently, when they were bringing forward the bill to allow the government to continue to function, like, made it a joint bill. This is a thing that, like, happens in American politics, like, all the fucking time, and it's a piece of shit, is that, like, I don't know if it happens in other countries or not, I mean, probably not, because they're, like, if that, when somebody proposes a bill, they put a writer on it. Like, if there's some measure that that your party really wants, like, to get passed, but you know that the other party doesn't like it. It's very common. So you propose a bill that they like, that they would really want to pass, or, like, but then you attach, like, a writer on the end of it or something. You have, like, this bill that looks really good, except that there's, like, one thing in fine print at the bottom that's, like, not what the other party wants. Or even you can do, like, oh, you wait until they propose a bill and then be like, oh, sure, we'll vote for your bill if, but we're gonna, oh, hi, Schweinhund. Oh, I'm collapsing under my load. That's bad. Oh, really bad. I need to have a healing potion. I'll drink that. Still collapsing under my load. What about these scrolls? I should not randomly read scrolls. Okay, now it's time to bust out the Identify scroll. Where's the Anul Nathrax scroll? Wisdom scroll, I should read that. I should get rid of that. And then it's like this huge like dilemma because it's like, oh, well, what do you do? There's this bill, but you then your scrolls fail, and so basically what the Republicans did this time was that they put, so there's this bill that has to be passed for the government to continue to function. And they basically attached a rider to it saying the government will continue to function and we're going to get rid of this universal health care thing. Which to me is really not good because it's basically kind of circumventing. What weapon do I have? I have a two-handed sword. No, we just died. And we're about out of time, so I'll need to remember that I'm talking about this to talk about it more next time. So until then, bye!